And I'm a compulsive gambler. My last bet, 14th of April 2007. First of all, apologies, I've not done one for over a month. I've been on holiday, I've not really been in the right frame of mind either. But I want to share how I'm feeling really at the minute and what it's like to be a compulsive gambler when I'm feeling like this. Feeling pretty drained, to be honest, at the minute. Feeling sad, upset. Got only myself to blame really, just having lots of debates on Twitter at the minute. Apologies for anyone who's foreign or from like USA, etc. and stuff like that. This is going to be pretty much like a British based one this time. Had a lot of debates regarding the fitness of betting machines and a lot of anti-fob guys I've had a lot of debate with and things like that, and it's drained me, and I've only got myself to blame. I've got into it very deep, and I had to take myself out of it. It was my choice, my decision. I just couldn't hack it anymore. I can't get past my own responsibility. I can't blame the machine. I can't blame bookmakers. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at them. I'm angry at myself for what I did. But I took it on my own to change the way I was. Don't get me wrong, I felt like I was blaming everybody else but myself. And especially at the start, I thought it's no one like me. I've done what I've done, but I don't care. Don't care who I've hurt or anything. And problem is, if you keep blaming something or someone else for your problems, you'll never learn why your problems come your way. That's the way I feel about it. That's a little quote I found the other day. It's a very true one. You are the problem when you've got a gambling addiction. It's not the bookmakers that's done it. It's not a machine that's done it. There's 3 key questions that I always have to ask when I'm having a debate with other people who want a ban on certain products and things like that, and blame it's addiction by design or addiction or the products to blame for it. Who makes you place the bet? Who places the bet? Then who's responsible for that bet? I still wait for these 3 questions to be answered every time, and it's sad for me because I can see people are really struggling, but they're choosing to blame other things, other factors apart from themselves, and it's sad for me because I'm seeing them going around in a vicious circle, still gambling, and it really hurts. But worst thing for me is I can't save everybody. I can carry on doing my vlogs till blue in the face, but all I've got to do is hope that it helps at least one person get off gambling, because the way I see it is it's our responsibility. We are not the victim. We're not the victims of gambling. We've done what we've done. The victims are the granny that you've robbed, the people that you've robbed close to you, the selfishness and the destroying of trust that we've done to families and friends over the years. The person you've probably knocked over to get a bit of money, and then you've ended up in jail. Who's to blame for that? A machine? I'd like to see that stand up in court. It won't. You get laughed out and then get jailed for a number of years, and you get your punishment. I just don't get it. It really is upsetting for me that people got hope in banning a particular product when it doesn't work. It won't work. It will not work. And it's people of influence who are quite happily taking a wage to do the lobbying and dragging people along with them, giving them false hope. What's going to happen if we ban one particular product? Where do these addicts go after? They're not going to be cared about. I care, but you've got to help yourself. There's no other way to get away from gambling apart from getting into recovery, whatever the way it means, be it Gamblers Anonymous, be it Gam Care, be it training your brain and things like that, which I've seen as well. People might say, oh, it cost me money to do that, 300-400 quid. Would you rather spend 300-400 quid stopping gambling and having the misery of being a gambling addict for the rest of your life, which I am anyway, and not gambling? Spend 300-400 quid not gambling, or just keep spending thousands and ploughing until you hit rock bottom and you're no longer on this earth. Because believe me, I've seen people who are no longer here now because of gambling, and it pains me so much to say it, that they just didn't want the help. There's plenty of help out there, whatever people led you to believe. But banning particular products or blaming the industry, blaming casino, blaming a bookmaker, blaming a machine, blaming online isn't the way. You are the problem. You are the problem. It's been a struggle for me last week or so. Like I say, entirely my own way, I own choosing, my own responsibility, and it doesn't help my recovery either. It proper drained me. Some people are just set in their ways and everything like that. People say I'm brainwashed. So be it. I'd rather not gamble than choose to blame others for my own failings. If that means brainwash, then so bloody be it. Like I say, I mean, it got to a stage for me where I thought I was just going to give up my vlogs. I just get that one message saying thank you so much, Andy, for doing them, and it gives me the strength to carry on. You guys give me the strength to carry on doing these. Otherwise I'll be lost without it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I've got my family behind me as well, and I'll always have that. But you guys as well, who talk to me, who enjoy talking to me and having techniques of how to stop gambling and putting them little barriers in place and things, you're inspirational to me just as much as I hope I help you. I struggle to pat myself on the back at times, and I just keep saying thank you to all of you. With regards to it as well, I mean, people say, oh, a lot of poor people struggle with it. Not true. Rich as well. It's a classless thing. It's a classless addiction. I've sat in GA rooms where I've had a multi-millionaire next to me and another guy who's just on the streets struggling to buy a bag of chips from the chip shop for something to eat or something like that. It's sad, but we've all got one common aim: desire to stop ourselves from gambling and to try and help others do the same. It hurts. It hurts to see people blame other things, but you're never going to be happy until you accept the fact that you are responsible for what you've done. Not an outside thing. It's you. You've got to have the focus, you've got to have the desire, you've got to have the willing to stop. We're not being groomed from when we were kids to gamble. It's complete rubbish. It is absolute rubbish. I'm sure, yeah, the industry needs regulating better, and I'm sure they could probably plough a bit more money into helping addicts and things like that. But at the end of the day, they're a business, yeah? Many millions have a gamble and gamble responsibly and well. I know I can't. I've got my failings. I know I can never gamble again. The compulsion doesn't strike me as much as it used to, but I'm still vulnerable. I'm vulnerable, as long as many millions of others across the world who are. But we all got one common aim, because I swear by GA, but it's different places, but just have a desire to start gambling. I hope these videos help you. I really do. But it's just, I just feel so sad for people who are so caught up and so deluded into thinking that banning particular products will help them. It won't. There's still alcoholics. Do alcoholics blame pubs, off licences, supermarkets? I can definitely say that alcohol is around more than probably gambling is. But alcoholics who manage to stay clean, manage to go through AA or other treatment processes and stay clean when the temptation's clearly there. They can't really avoid a pub or a shop without alcohol being in there. I even looked on Google, there's no way where you can self-exclude from a supermarket. You have to use them, it's a daily form of life, isn't it? It's your choice to gamble. It's my choice not to gamble. I had another question as well, where why do you call yourself a gambling addict when you've been off gambling for so long? I'll give you a case in point. Philip Seymour Hoffman, the actor, he was a drug addict, heroin addict, and I think he was clean for over 20 odd years. I think unfortunately sometime last year he passed away, drug overdose. He got to keep that 1% in check. That's why I still call myself a gambling addict, because I know it's always there. 99% certain I'll never gamble again, but I've got to keep that 1% in check, make sure I haven't got the time, money and opportunity not to gamble. Sorry if I'm feeling a bit downbeat, I'm just really sad and I'm quite tearful at the minute, but I'm just so passionate about helping others and wanting to help others. It's so sad that people are blaming other things apart from themselves, and there's people out there exploiting this vulnerability of people who are. You're always going to be an addict. Get help. Don't believe the people who are giving you false hope, because they are. They don't care, really. They don't. My name's Andy and I'm a compulsive gambler. My last bet 14th of April 2007. Thank you very much.